What's up? Black men shouldn't neglect getting natural sunlight. You're a black man out there trying to self-improve and gain a grounded identity in being a black man. I have a deep dive guide on all the things of learning who to look up to in black history, eating healthier, having a more calisthenics-based workout, becoming more financially literate, and also learning to come together with other black men on a week-to-week basis to self-improve and gain a grounded identity in being a black man. If you're interested in that, the link for that will be in the bio section of my YouTube channel. Just click on my channel. You'll see the link right there in the bio section. Click on that, internalize that, and become the strongest version of yourself as a black man, because that's what's necessary and required nowadays. Okay. A lot of the times I talk about what we need to do to be healthier, what black men need to do to be healthier. One thing we often overlook is getting outside, being active, and most importantly, getting in front of the sunlight. I just read a statistic that most black Americans, most black people in America, we have a vitamin D deficiency. And you don't get vitamin D from a supplement, right? That's not how you should naturally get vitamin D, right? And we're not gonna black people don't have a we have more melanin in our skin, so we're not as prone to getting a lot of, skin diseases and all these type of things. We have darker skin. And I think one thing that's really going to help us with our health, and it's not just deliberately getting sunlight. Obviously, deliberately getting sunlight is okay, but embrace working out outside. Embrace going for a long walk. We have to understand the simple and the easy things that's gonna get us healthier. And I think physical activity is one of those things. And you don't have to go into the gym and walk on the treadmill. I don't think that's the best way to get healthier, right? Obviously, I believe in going to the gym. I personally like calisthenics more because you can do that outside, you can do that in nature. But we don't oftentimes understand how much getting what the earth naturally provides to us, that's going to be a big thing when it comes to us being healthier, right? Because nowadays we try to supplement everything, we try to inject everything, we try to do so many things to replace what the earth and our body can naturally do. So we have to go back to what naturally can help us. The sunlight, it's gonna naturally help us, right? Getting outside, going for a walk, that's gonna naturally help you, right? Doing calisthenics, working out outside, those are gonna be all positive things that are gonna do more benefit than if you just went in the gym all day and you were eating junk food and you were in a closed in environment when you worked out. I'm not an advocate for that, right? Just because black people, we already neglect so much of what naturally can help us. And I think the sunlight is one of the things that we overlook a lot. We overlook that. And this can go into a lot of self-hate as well, because guess what? A lot of black people, they don't want to get darker. They don't want to get darker because they got to stay light so they can stay looking good, or they think they look good, right? So never neglect getting natural sunlight, man. That's one thing I'm starting to understand. And that's not a thing where you don't have to tie in no spiritual context and some, you know, something that's mumbo jumbo. You don't have to add in anything about the spiritual world and God. No, it's proven. It's proven. The sunlight produces vitamin D, right? The sunlight can improve your immune response in your skin cells, right? This is not to say overcook it and go in the sun and be out in the sun for hours and hours and hours and hours. No, right? But get the right amount of sunlight. And oftentimes, you can't go off of what they say to white people. They say for white people, you can't be in the sun too much, right? Because they actually do pop up with seven different skin cancers and all that type of stuff. Obviously, black people can get those too, but usually not sun related. You get what I'm saying? But we have to understand that when we look at our health, stop looking at your health in ways where the doctor has to provide you with this, or it's a supplement out there for this type of thing. I'm a person who I take supplements, right? But I'm not heavy on it. I probably take one supplement at a time. I don't overdo it, right? But I would say that The goal is to not need a supplement. The goal is to not have, so you don't have to have anything, any pill, anything that that you had to buy off a shelf. You don't want to use anything that's artificial in any way, right? If you can get the natural minerals, the natural vitamins from food and from what the earth provides, get it from that, because that's the thing that's gonna really help you be healthier longer. Because the people who want to depend on the pharmaceutical industry, I'm telling you right now, the black people who do that, their life is gonna be shortened because we already have too much of that. And what that's gonna do is that's gonna take responsibility off of you getting up and fixing your life. You just think, oh, I can just replace that and get this from the doctor and I'm all good now. No. This is what it comes back to. It comes back to hard work and discipline and taking care of yourself even when you don't want to take care of yourself. I think that that is the important thing we have to understand. And when you understand that, okay, a human being is going to be at its best when we stick to natural things, right? And a lot of this in the black community, we just don't look at stuff this way, right? We really don't look at stuff this way. A lot of us are not deep thinkers. So we don't think about what can really help us. We just think, oh, I'm gonna just take this and I'm gonna just take that, and it ain't gonna matter, right? We can't be like that because we have to start developing seriousness around the things that matter in life. Relationships, health, making money, all those things are the important things in life. And we can't keep putting goofiness around it and not caring about it and laughing and, man, I don't care about that. That's it is what it is. And you just continue to live your life to fulfill pleasures, meaningless pleasures, things that don't even matter, right? And I've been around guys like that where they don't really care about anything in life, right? And oftentimes you'll see those type of dudes. You might think they're cool, you might think they're fun to hang around, but over time you start to see that they're not going anywhere in life. They're not gonna be anywhere. They're only gonna get worse because they're not prioritizing the things that's gonna get them somewhere, or they're going to improve them on a financial level, on a health level, on a relationship level, right? That's why you see a lot of dudes like that. They have so many dysfunctional relationships with women, a dysfunctional relationship with themselves. You know, not taking care of your body and not approaching your health in a holistic way, in a natural way, it goes into many other aspects of life because it'll cause you to start putting masks over things. Understand the pharmaceutical industry is you putting a mask over something. Understand when you look at it like that, you see that's what we do in real life after, like, even outside of the health. With relationships, we put masks on things. When it comes to what we need to do to fix ourselves, we put a mask over it by drinking alcohol, by smoking weed, by, you know, chasing sex all day. But that's pretty much all I got to say, man. Peace out.